we are again. It's Terry Doe's Airgun Academy, and once again I'm with Wayne Martin. Now, this is all about getting the top 2, 3, 4% out of your shooting. So, Wayne, you've had a little while to think about what we learned in the first couple.
Yep.
What's your next question?
Cleaning the gun. Should you do it? When should you do it?
By cleaning the gun?
Cleaning as in cleaning the barrel out.
The bore.
So, yeah, so with shotgun shooting,
Right.
obviously you clean your gun after it's used.
Yeah.
You should do, you know, run a bronze through it, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Leave it, you know, lubed so no rust creeps in. Obviously with the air rifle, we've got rifling. So that can get leaded up. Should you, I mean, historically I haven't really done it, but should you clean the gun regularly through the rifling to try and clear that out?
Well, congratulations, because you've just hit possibly the most technically complicated subject in all of airgunning. And few people understand it all. It is massively complicated, but luckily there's a practical get out for all of it, which I know you're a practical guy, but you also like to understand the principles of it all.
Yeah, for sure.
So here we go. This rifle, it's a Webley Eagle, lovely bit of kit, marvellous. The barrel on that could like a completely different treatment to the barrel on an identical model that was made a couple of 3 months later. The pellet is not made of lead. It's made of lead alloy with a tiny bit of antimony in it. The antimony is a hardener. If the mix in the pellet slightly changes, then the way it interacts with the slightly changed bore can change. So the way to cut through all this is to test. The system you run that's worked for me all the years I've been shooting is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So if it's shooting straight, we shouldn't clean it?
Exactly that. If it's shooting straight, leave it as it is, but check that it is shooting straight. Don't find out in the field. Find out on a piece of paper.
So this is going back to our regular sort of
regular testing,
sessions.
at least once a month. So we're going to test it. We've got last month's perfect card with a 1/2 inch group on it. This month, under the same conditions, we've moved out to 1 inch. Something's wrong. What do? We clean the bore.
That's your first port of call.
That's what I would do. I would clean the bore. But you mentioned phosphor bronze brushes.
Yeah, for bronzing through a shotgun, yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that at all. I would use, I use a Napier pull-through kit with a piece of wadding with some bore cleaner on it. Pull it through 3 or 4 times until the wadding comes out cleanly and leave it at that. Retest, 9 times out of 10, it will be back on track. Also, if you know the amount of pellets you've shot from one testing session to another, so if it's perfect and then 500 shots later it's drifted, you can clean it 400 shots later because it's going to go off.
Make a preemptive shot.
Yeah, you can keep it maintained. So, you know, this practice on paper targets is essential. But the amount of variables people wouldn't believe. The changes in the rifling, the way it reacts to the pellet. There can even be changes in the pellet as the mixtures change over time. Even change inside your tin, it does what they call crystallize, the actual alloy changes. So the only way to monitor it and to fix it is to shoot on paper.
Shoot on paper.
If you find a problem, fix it. If you don't. It's ever so simple. If you're using good quality pellets and you've prepared them so they're not leaving bits in your rifling, you should only have to do that, I would say, maybe every 6 months or so. But test it every month to make sure.
Well, here's one then. So
go on.
I don't clean my stuff very often, and historically not clean my air rifles.
Right.
But I took my gun around my dad's the other week, and we cleaned it out. First of all, we poured boiling hot water through the barrel.
What, of an air gun?
Of an air gun, yes or no?
I said
I'd leave it for you, didn't I?
I think I'm coming over a bit faint here. No.
No?
That is to get rid of powder residue and live ammo stuff. That, for a start, it won't boil out lead.
Would it loosen it up to then obviously for your pull through?
No. Use the pull through. Let the lube and the pull through, let the fibres of the pull through fill that rifling, and when it's coming through clean, then it's not smearing lead anymore. So that's your indicator.
Right.
Don't be pouring boiling water through it, and don't tell me if you do. I've come over quite giddy. No, that's inventive though. I've got to say. So you poured it from the muzzle end?
No. Put the muzzle in a bucket to see if anything come out.
Right.
And then pour the hot water through the barrel.
Boy's thorough, I've got to say. He's very thorough. Raving mad, but he's very thorough. No, we'll go through. I'll send you a Napier pull through is what I'll do.
Lovely.
Just promise me you won't do that again. No, basically, if it's shooting straight, let it carry on.
Yeah.
If it's not, give it a clean. Also in the cleaning process, of course, you'll leave behind a nice film of oil so it won't go rusty.
And also as well, with the pellets that we've already oiled,
Yeah.
each time we fire them, so they keep the barrel nice and lubed up.
Yeah, and that will also stop any tiny little bits of lead from sticking.
Right.
All right.